Evening peeps, evening, welcome back to the channel. I don't know how long it's going to last. The lobbies are playing hell tonight. I've only just managed to get myself back in the room, and I think everyone else is getting kicked out as well. And I've seen reports all day of game crashes and lobby crashes, so we'll see what happens. We'll try and get this race underway, but we'll see. Hopefully the lobby holds out for the duration. We'll see what happens though. But tonight we're back with P1 and the Super Formulas. So it's round 2. Oh, I've put round 3. Apologies. It's Interlagos tonight. We've got the Super Formulas ripping around here. A difficult track this one, Interlagos. There's some fast sections. There's some tricky turns. A lot of off-camber stuff. So we'll have to see whether they can keep it on track. Obviously, these cars carrying an awful lot of downforce. So should be able to go around these corners pretty damn quick. But we'll see how they get on tonight. And also whether this lobby holds out. So points then up until now after what is round 3? That doesn't the numbers, they're breaking my brain. Okay, so leading the way at the minute is P1 Dizzy. He has got himself 37 points, I think that says. Manny has got 32. Dylan is right behind him with 31 points. 4th is Rob S. He's on 22 points. Alongside Rick to continue, actually, both on 22 points in 5th for Rick. 6th is P1 Valiant. He's got himself 16 points alongside Dodgy as well, who's also got 16 points. And if we flick through, hold on, what do I need to do here? I need to turn that on. That's what I need to do. So 6th, we've got Raffo on 11 points. 7th, that's 8th. Raffo with 11 points. Skippy 9th with 9 points. And Pilgrim, I don't even know what that is. Is that a 7? In 10th. Oh, they hurt. Brain melting numbers. So points wise, for teams at least, first places we've got Team Alpine. They've got 71 points. Ferrari is on 36 points. Is that 36 or 56? 36, I think. 3rd place is Red Bull with 33 points. 4th is Aston Martin with 22 points, alongside Haas also with 22 points. And both Mercedes and Williams also joint on 16 points. Cool, they hurt my brain pads. You might have to change those up. Right, just before we jump in the lobby, merch still available, people. T-shirts and stickers. Should you want any of those, hit me up at darksmoker@googlemail.com. Other than that, let's get ourselves into this lobby. It's looking very dark on screen tonight. I think the weather's playing a big part of that. So don't be expecting to see much in the way of liveries around this circuit. Again, very, very dull here at Interlagos tonight. So who've we got in the room tonight? We've got Dylan, Dizzy, Obi-Wan. We've got Manny. We've got the man himself, Mocking Weeks, making an appearance. Skippy. We've got Rob. We've got Pilgrim. And we've got Dodgy. Oof. I don't like that. Makes me think we've got Charlie Dubs. Don't know whether you're meant to be in here. We'll see what happens. He may stay, he may get booted. I don't know. How are you all doing tonight anyway, people? Alright? Tell me whether the sound's fine, all that sort of stuff. Because the cars are pretty loud in my ear, so if you can't hear me over the top of these, I apologise, and I'll make some adjustments if you let me know. Right, so let's get the nonsense on. Ooh, missed one. I'm driver names, that's what I want. Displays on IDs, yes. Yeah, still no keyboard options. We are waiting for another update from PlayStation, so we'll see what happens. Oh, it's still not fixed that yet, so still going to give you epilepsy while I flick through the drivers, unfortunately. So still in practice session at the minute. They will kick off qualifying about 5 past, well, only second, I'm assuming. Yeah, Interlagos, let's get ourselves a bit of an onboard lap. We've got someone weaving in front. Late apex round there, Manny hanging out of the way. So we're just going to go for a lobby reset and then we start qualifying. 10 minutes here at Interlagos. Again, these tricky turns through this back half of the track, which you're not going to see. Oh, that's not good. Why is it frozen? Oh, lobbies aren't looking strong tonight. Again, I got in, got kicked out along with everyone else, and then when I rejoined, even though the lobby was up, it was saying, nope, you're not getting in. Okay. So, working for now. Apologies for the dark cameras, nothing I can do about that. That's exactly what I'm seeing on the PlayStation, is exactly what you're seeing on screen. There's no, I don't get to alter any colours. It does look a little bit dark today though. So all drivers just on out laps. Let's get ourselves who's out on track. Oh, I've got to turn all that nonsense on again. Oh. Yes. Okay, let's find you. Let's get a bit of an onboard lap going with Pilgrim, as he just puts it backwards through the very final turn on the circuit. Got to try and get back on cleanly as well without taking anyone else. Now he's got to try and get this thing back up to speed. It's a bit damp on circuit, so we'll see whether that's... Oh, they are on medium tyres, okay, so they're not on wets or inters. Into the pit, so that's that lap ruined then, isn't it? Can we go to you? Skippy, on board with Skippy then, chasing down Dizzy. Through turn 1 we go, down towards turns 2 and 3. Big long sweeping left. Carrying a lot of speed through there. Again, these cars absolutely loaded with downforce. They have got the overtake function as well, which is like a F1 KERS system, gives them a little bit of extra power running down the straights, and hopefully we'll see a few overtakes tonight. Again, let me know what the sounds like, people. The Formula 1 cars are a bit loud in my ear, so if you can hear me over the top of them, then let me know. If not, I can make some adjustments. Through this tricky back part of the circuit then, some naughty little off-camber corners. Just waiting for you to put that power down a little bit early and get the back end spinning up. Does look like they may have traction control on. This is the final turn where we saw poor Pilgrim get it spinning backwards. Skippy does a better job. So this long start-finish straight then. It's got a couple of corners in it. It may as well be a straight. It is full power all the way down. That is a lap on board with P1 Skippy. There he is. Team Mercedes. Right, so hot laps gone in already. Currently leading the way is Mocking Weeks with a 1:15.8. Dizzy about 0.4 of a second back on a 1:16.2. Skippy Obi third. We've just been on board with that lap, a 1:16.8. Dylan in fourth with a 1:22.9. I'm sure he'll get that time down. Manny fifth, 1:35.3. He's had a good start to the season, Manny. Obi, oof, just getting turns 4 wrong by the looks of it. Picked up a great big penalty for the trouble as well. Scrubbing his tyres. Sitting in 6th then with no hot lap on the board, a 1:38.7. Okay. Pilgrim 7th. He's got 1:29.2, but it's not blue, so he must have had a penalty or made a mistake. Rob S in 9th. Again, no blue lap for him, so 1:25.1. Dizzy then sticks himself on pole, pushes. Dylan's gone quicker as well, so Dizzy's put in a 1:15.4. Dylan has put in a 1:15.6. Watkins in, going to get some fresh rubber and try again. He's still got that 1:15.8. Skippy then, 4th still. Oh, taking risks through there. Who's that? Oh, Skippy. Got a little bit of front end damage there. He runs himself off track while that repairs itself, so he doesn't get in anyone else's way. Still a little tiny bit of glitching in the lobbies. Hopefully the next update fixes this. We'll see. Manny then 5th, it's 1:17.1. Pilgrim has put a lap in now, 1:17.8, so 6th. Dodgy 7th, 1:25.6 for him. Obi in, pushed down to 9th, still no hot lap, 1:28.0. Dodgy just put in one in though, a 1:20.2 there. Obi at the back of the... Oh, we just catch him getting it all wrong as well. Gets reset to track, not the track. So Dizzy still on that pole then. Dylan still out on track, as it is Mocking Weeks. On an out lap though for Mocking. Diz, evening brother, how are you? Just let me know whether it comes through all right, sound wise and stuff. Can you hear me? Are the F1 cars deafening? Now he's on that fast lap then for Mocking. Let's get ourselves... Let's get a bit of cockpit view, shall we? I feel like Lewis Hamilton for a lap. Unless he puts it in the wall, then it's Latifi. It's that tricky middle section I was talking about. These slow corners, just waiting to catch you out, just waiting to spin those rears up. Get the back end of this car spinning around. Doing alright at the minute though, Mocking. Last couple of corners to go then. What sort of lap times are you going to put in this time? Final turn. Fresh set of racing softs to play with. Good exit. Cleanly through there. Don't get a penalty running the wide line too much. It's not going to be quicker. It's a 1:15.5, but unfortunately that keeps him in 3rd position at the minute. And you need to fix keyboard options as well, PlayStation, damn it. Flicking through players and camera angles. Just let me go straight to who I want. Not you anymore, Mocking. Dizzy's gone quicker, 1:14.9, still finding time on this circuit then. Dizzy unable to beat that 1:15.4 at the minute. Mocking though, just as we pull away, starts putting in some purple sectors. So we'll keep an eye on his lap times. Just see if he manages to better that third position. We are running out of time though, just a minute and a half left of quali. Obi-Wan does manage to put a hot lap in, 1:16.4 then, throws himself into 4th. Skippy 5th, 1:16.8. Oh, I'll say that, he's just been pipped. Manny throws himself into 4th position, a 1:15.7, which is Obi down a spot. Skippy we were just going to go to, 1:16.7 for Skips. 6th place, Rob S is in 7th, 1:16.8. Pilgrim, not too sure what Pilgrim's doing. Keeping it a secret though. And Dodgy then, 1:20.2 for Dodge. Oh, there's Pilgrim. I'm not sure what's happening with Pilgrim. Rocking himself to sleep maybe? I don't know. So it looks like a lot of drivers are happy. Maybe not happy, but they're giving qualifying up for the time being. So it is looking like Dylan on pole at the minute. He's still got 30 seconds left on the race timer. If he crosses the line, which will he? What's he on? 1:07. No, I don't think he will. Oh no, yes he will. Definitely get another go around this circuit. We'll see. He needs to as well because Dizzy's just gotten quicker right at the end of qualifying. 1:14.7. What can you do now then, Dylan? Final lap. That's it. 10 minutes is over. Finish this lap. Qualifying done. Keep an eye on those times. See if we get any purples. Sector 1, purple. Can he hold it? Brand new, fresh set of softs on to play with. There cleanly into this tricky section. This is where time will be lost if he does mess it up. It'll be somewhere through this section, no doubt. Still looking good though at the minute. One more turn to go before we see the next timing mark. And it's still purple, not by as much. It's going to be close. Will it be Dizzy? Will it be Dylan? Now then, it's going to be, it's not quick enough. 1:14. Oh yes it is quick enough. Why did that not go purple? It did go purple. What? 1:14.6, 1:14.5. Oh okay. Dizzy's thrown himself in the pits. Cool, blimey, that freaked me out. So it is Dizzy on pole then, but he threw himself in the pits right at the end of qualifying there, so it does show Dylan on top, but he didn't manage to go quicker unfortunately, so it is Diz on pole position. Not sure what Rob S is doing in the background. Taking out sets of tyres. Manny's trying to take him out by the looks of it. Can't wait to go on those rears. Ouch. Yes, boys. This is the chaos and mayhem I've missed when there's a bit of free time. It's bumper cars in F1. Sideways on the grid, back to straight now though. So here we go. Interlagos endurance with the Super Formulas. Let's see who gets away. We wait for these lights to drop then. I might have to leave the lobby and come back depending on cameras. But we are away now. Let's have a look. Dizzy doesn't get a great start. It is going to be Dylan that gets turn 1. Through he goes, gets the whole shot then Dylan. Let them get through the first couple of corners and then we'll have a look at camera angles. Nope. Right. So I've got to leave and come back. Sorry, boys. You know this has got to be the case. Because now I've got trackside camera back. Sorry, I have to do that. So it is Dylan leading then. Dizzy still right on his tail for second. Mocking Weeks in third. Manny in fourth. Didn't have the best of starts at all then, Manny. From pole to fourth. Not even finished first lap yet. Rob S in fifth. Pilgrim in sixth. Obi in seventh. Dodgy eighth. And Skippy ninth. Skippy's already managed to pick up a penalty as well. Back up to the front then. Dylan running it a bit wide through there. He's got to be careful. So looking back at the chasing driver of Dizzy. Sorry, it was Dizzy on pole. So 0.8 of a second. It was Dizzy, not Manny on pole. Apologies. Through this first little complex of corners. Down onto the first long straight of the lap. Still gap at 0.8 of a second. Are we going to see Dizzy use his overtake function? Yes, we are already. So bottom right of your screen, you'll see a little overtake gauge. It's almost like a NOS, if you like, but they only get one sort of tank of it, if you like, per race. So they have to be a little bit careful when and how they use it. So I'd say Dizzy's used about an eighth of his already, just to get himself and keep himself in touch with Dylan. We flick through to Dylan's car. He's also used a little bit as well, not quite as much as Dizzy. There is the chasing pack behind then. Gap starting to stretch out, still 0.7, 0.6 between Dizzy and Dylan. But the top three have pulled a bit of a gap then between themselves and the chasing pack. Through they go then to start another lap. Dylan still leads. Dizzy second. Mocking in third then. Yes, a great big gap. 2.1 seconds back to Manny in fourth. Use less of his overtake function. It is on the medium tyre as well. I didn't actually pay attention to what tyres the top three were on. We'll go and have a quick look. Softs for Mocking, softs for Dizzy, softs for Dylan. There's the reason the gap's grown so big already. So top three all on racing softs. Manny on mediums in fourth. Rob has gone for the mediums as well first stint. They do have to use two different compounds. Obi has gone for the mediums first stint. Softs on for Skippy in stint one. He's got rid of that penalty and he's got himself up to seventh. Pilgrim just picked up a little bit of damage there, but it's repaired. He's sitting in eighth. Oh, Dodgy just gets turned 5 all wrong. He's got it backwards. Picked a little bit of front end damage up. That's going to affect him for a corner or two. And he is way off the pack now. Back up front. Top three still pretty close together. On board with, oh, we were just going to go on board with Mocking Weeks. He's got turn 1 all wrong. He's put himself on the AstroTurf, down into fourth as well. So Manny goes through to take that position on. So it is down to top 2 now then. Get ourselves on with Dizzy, looking to chase down Dylan. Still that gap at about 0.8, 0.9, does fluctuate a little bit. Two massive great gap now then from the chasing pack behind. Won't be long before they catch up with Dodgy either, to be honest. That gap growing just ever so slightly, up to a second now between Dylan and Diz. Just out of slipstream range for Dizzy. Uses his overtake function so it turns red while they press it, while they use it. Down to 3/4 of a tank. Still using it to hold on to Dylan. Closes up again a little bit. Gets the gap down to 0.5 of a second. Got to be careful. This might have been what happened to Mocking Weeks. Might have just overshot that first turn with the overtake function going. But it is Dylan then still leading. And the gap back to third grows ever bigger. 5.8 seconds back to Manny. Let's get ourselves back to trackside. So top two pulling away. 6.1 seconds over third place Manny. Mocking Weeks looking to come back at him though. Those soft tyres. Able to get around these corners a lot quicker than the mediums, so it is Manny being hunted by Mockin. The gap come down massively. Yellow flags, who's off? Someone was parked at the side of the track there. Who's that? It's Dodgy. Not sure what's happening with Dodge, but he's not racing. Doesn't look like he's attempting to move either. He's in reverse for some reason. So is he just waiting for this next driver to come through and then he's going to get himself on track? Or so we have got input, just seen the wheels turn. Yeah, he's just staying out of the way, I think. It's unfortunate for Dodgy. So top two still pretty close together. Still only a second in it. Going through turns 4 and 5 then. Gap growing again, another 0.2 up to 1.2 seconds between Dylan and Diz. Again, it's fluctuating all over the place. Be interesting to see just under 3/4 of a tank of the overtake function for Dizzy. Dylan's got a great big chunk more as well. So Dizzy's having to use his just to hang on to the back end of Dylan. Fortunately, at some point during the race, he's going to end up running out of that, and Dylan's going to be able to stretch out, I think. Still only 0.8 a second in it. Again, more overtake function being used by Dizzy, none by Dylan. Has managed to get himself. Oh, Manny! He's just got turn 1 wrong himself. Done exactly the same as Mocking Weeks. Mocking Weeks does get himself back through to third. He's a long way off those fighting pair now. 8.9 seconds back. He's going to struggle as well. They're on exactly the same tyre. Have to drive the life out of that thing to try and close that gap up. So Manny gets it back on track. Holds onto that 4th position. Now got Rob behind him in 5th, 4 seconds back. He's having a pretty lonely race as well. He's got Skippy another 10 seconds back. In 6th, Pilgrim 7th, 21 seconds back. Obi-Wan another 22 seconds back. And Dodgy, miles back. Top two then, still pretty much neck and neck. We have a glug of probably cold coffee. Just pulling, yeah, pulling a bit more time. That gap stretched up to 9.4 seconds between 2nd and 3rd place. Tyres looking not too bad on Dylan and Dizzy's car compared to Mockins. He has been stuck behind Manny for a little while, so that might have cost him a little bit of tyre wear. So Manny now starts pulling himself away from Rob S. That gap was at 4 seconds, it's now to 4.9. Again, big gaps throughout the rest of the field. We'll see what happens when the pit stops start to occur. They will have to put on the soft tyres, whereas the top 3 will have to put on the mediums. Again, they'll probably have to stop twice as well tonight. Mediums don't look bad, to be honest. Pilgrim's looking alright if he can keep himself on the black stuff. Obi on the soft, so he's already pit by the looks of it. Yeah, 156 on lap 5. So he's been in, ditched the mediums, got a fresh set of softs on to play with now then. Let's see what that can do for him. Dodgy, struggling here at Interlagos. He's had a couple of very slow laps at 2:35. I think that's the one we saw him parked at the side of the grass. There are the race leaders coming up behind him. Dylan and Dizzy side by side running up towards turn 6. And it is Dizzy that sweeps through to take the race lead. How's he looking? Tyres looking very similar to Dylan's. Again, used a little bit more of that overtake function. Might cost him at the end of the race, but he has managed to take race lead for now. They have got to get past back marker Dodgy, just going through your screen there. That should be easy enough down this start-finish straight. Benefit from a little bit of a toe from him. Oof, Dylan picked up a penalty there as well. He's had to drop that. That extends that gap between himself and Dizzy up to nearly 2 seconds. In the pits he comes now anyway, so he's using it as a slow lap. He's going to get these tyres changed. Dizzy stays out then. Oh, he's still not past Dodgy yet. They are teammates. Oh no, they're not, sorry, I thought they were. Dizzy then using the toe down the back straight. Dodgy just going on the inside line. Dizzy still not managed to get past him. He needs to make this work. He needs to get past him soon so he can keep up the lap times while while Dylan's in the pits. It's not for position here, so really Dodgy should be staying off the racing line and out of the way. But Dizzy's through now then, but it is 3/4 of the way around the lap. He's managed to make that work, so that's going to cost him when he comes in the pits. Mocking them, holding on to that third position. Manny 4th. Manny in 3rd, Dylan 4th. So he has gone for the mediums on this second stint. I think that's Mocking just in front of him, I'm not too sure. Or is it Manny? Oh no. Dizzy stays out again, happy on those softs for the time being. Lap times are looking a little worse though. 1:18, again he was stuck behind a slower driver. Mocking weeks in 8.4 seconds back. Top 2 not stopped yet. Manny not stopped yet either on the mediums. Dylan has just come in. A fresh set of mediums for him to play with. Rob S in 5th, not stopped yet either on his mediums. Skippy hasn't stopped on the softs. Pilgrim hasn't changed from his mediums either. Obi-Wan's been in, he's dropped a set of softs on from the mediums. And Dodgy, I'm not sure if Dodgy's been in, but his medium's looking pretty good. So when will we see Dizzy in the pits then through this final turn? Is he going to come in now? Possibly think so, being as Dylan's not long been in. He stays over to the left hand side. He is coming in now then. We'll see what happens between himself and Manny. Oh, Mocking Weeks has got it wrong again. So Dylan gets himself through to 3rd. Onto that start finish straight now. Manny stays out on the mediums. Dizzy only just hitting his pit box. Dylan coming down this start-finish straight. Yeah, I think that little getting stuck behind Dodgy might have just cost Dizzy race lead. It has. Or has it? Won't let me turn the camera. Oh, there is Dylan. They're going to come out almost side by side. Not quite. Dylan able to carry that faster speed. Having to abide by pit exit rules, but they have come out pretty much in exactly the same positions. 0.6 of a second between them. Didn't cost Dizzy that much time then. Manny though leading the race in a minute. Medium tyres on, 6.3 second lead. Mocking also in the pits now, but yeah, having a little bit of an accident. That's pushed him down the grid order into 6th place at the minute. what can Dylan and Dizzy do? Great big gaps between themselves and everyone else on track. But it is still Manny who's leading. Can't even see Dylan and Dizzy. They are still neck and neck as they come down the start-finish straight to start lap 13. 6.2 back from Manny and closing. Again, Dylan's just managing to stretch that gap out a little bit more between himself and Dizzy. And it's growing still, 1.3 seconds. These drivers on the medium tyres, so again nothing in it car wise. How come a wireless dual sense controller battery pack would low when it's been charging for about 3 days? Damn it. Happy now? Put you in. Dylan stretches a little bit more. They are bringing that time down between themselves and Manny. There he is. That's a back marker that we've just seen on screen. Pilgrim, what are you doing? Stay out the pit wall. Mocking then after that accident all the way down in 6th position at the minute. Another fresh set of softs on, so we'll have to stick the mediums on before the end of the race. He's trying to make the best of it at the minute. He's got Obi-Wan just in front of him and he's ahead of him on track, so hopefully Obi-Wan doesn't make any issues about Mocking coming through. Oh, a little bit of contact through there. That's not cricket. No idea who was at fault there. I wasn't close enough to see. Manny still leads though. Not stopped yet on those medium tyres. Dylan in second. He's starting to pull more time over Dizzy. 1.5 seconds that gap. Dizzy using a big blob of overtake then to try and hold on to Dylan. Dylan's still got just over 3/4 of a tank of that overtake function. Dizzy, he's got about 5/8 left. Unfortunately, he's still losing time to the driver ahead. Dylan is just finding extra time on this circuit. The gap up to 2 seconds then. Dizzy just struggling on the mediums here, I think. Still not managed to close down the gap too quickly on Manny. Still at 5 seconds. Be thinking about dropping those mediums soon though. Starting to show a fair bit of wear there. What we're doing lap times. He's not dropped too much time, a couple of seconds a lap. Oh, Dizzy's got himself a penalty. Into the penalty zone he goes. That's going to damage his chase against Dylan. Let's see what that time's going to be by the time he gets back up to speed. There is Dylan then crossing the line. Oh, that's put a great big dent in Dizzy's chase. 3.3 seconds the gap now. And getting bigger, 3.9. Dylan is bringing that time down between himself and Manny in front. 4.2 seconds that gap has come down to. Manages way past Pilgrim. They are teammates again, so that should be easily done. Pilgrim's not going to make it a battle, that's for sure. Dizzy struggling now. The time getting even bigger. 4.5 seconds between Dylan and Diz. Onto this start-finish straight then. Chasing his teammate down this long straight. He's not going to get the overtake done before the end though. The apex through there and there as well for Dylan. Still hunting down his teammate. Dizzy's come in the pits this lap though. He's decided he doesn't want those mediums on anymore. Pilgrim stays out of the way now though. Dizzy goes through cleanly. Sorry, Dylan goes through cleanly. Dizzy just gets released from his pit box. Where's he going to end up coming out? Where's Rob S? Just through turn 1. Dizzy will get out before him. But Rob S will be carrying a fair chunk of speed down this start-finish straight. Oh, it's not close enough. There is Dizzy just going through turns 4 then. What's happening at the front? That gap come down dramatically now then. 2.7 seconds between the race leader and Dylan here in second. Again, not stopped yet, Manny. Is he looking to do a single stop here? Taking it very easy through some of these turns. Dylan's also come in the pits. He's dropping the mediums now as well. Manny stays out on track then. I can imagine Dylan's going to put a set of softs on as well. Just coming out of the pit box. There he is going through the pit exit. Dizzy. Again, these two are going to be pretty close. Not as close as last time though. That penalties cost Dizzy. Again, we'll be carrying a bit more speed down this straight, but the gap's still at 4.1 seconds, now 4 seconds. And Manny got 23.5 seconds to play with. Is he going to consider stopping now? Staying on the inside, he is. Oh no, I thought he was coming in, but no, he was just making the move past Obi, stopping out on those mediums again. Dylan is out on a fresh set of softs then, as is Dizzy. That gap has come down a little bit, 3.2 seconds. Does look like Dizzy's been using his overtake function again. He's got less than half a tank. Oh, he's still using it as well. Whereas Dylan in front has still got over 3/4 of a tank left to use if he needs it. Still bringing that time down between himself and Manny as well. Yeah, Manny needs to think about stopping really. The rears on that car looking a little bit worn. Still holding 22.2 seconds over Dylan. Is he going to come in this lap, Manny? Stays out again. Is that going to hurt him? Is Dylan going to be able to close this gap up? He's taking it down by almost a second. Don't know how long a pit stop takes here, but could cost Manny race lead here. Again, we'll see. I don't know what his strategy is, but he's going for the one stop. Again, Dizzy bringing that time down between himself and Dylan, but he's used an awful lot of that overtake function to do it. Gap at 2.3 seconds. Still just over 1/4 of a tank of that overtake function left. Locking in 4th. He's got a fight on his hand as well. He's got Rob S just 3/4 of a second behind him. teammates though, so they shouldn't make it difficult for each other. Skippy again out having a bit of a lonely race. Pilgrim as well as Obi-Wan, as is Dodgy. Yeah, tricky cars, these Super Formulas. Oh. Manny's made a great big mistake somewhere. 16.9 seconds that gap's come down to. Now will he consider coming in the pits? No, he stays out again, Manny. Dylan then 16.3 seconds down. Dizzy still 2.7 seconds back. He's got Obi-Wan to get past as well. More overtake function used by Dizzy. Held up slightly by Obi through turn 1, but not by a lot. Back on full race pace now, but look at the gap stretched up to 4 seconds. Dylan used a bit of that overtake function then finally. Almost quarter of a tank down that start finish straight. Keeps himself ahead of Dizzy though. Brings that time between himself and race leader down to 14.7 seconds. Inside at the final turn for Manny. Again, he's taking those mediums to the absolute limit. And he is coming in now then. Dylan, oh, through that final turn himself. There's the pit entrance. Manny not even at his pit box yet. Dylan goes through to take race lead. Dizzy should come through to take second. There he goes. And he gets released now, but he's going to be a little way back from Dizzy and Dylan. But he has got a brand new fresh set of softs to play with. He has also got 3/4 of a tank of the overtake function left. Can he make it work? He is actually only 3.7 seconds back from race leader. Soft tyres all round. Top two have done a few laps on theirs though, starting to show a bit of wear. So what can Manny do with this fresh set of tyres? Big chunk of overtake left to play with as well. 10 seconds behind to this man, Mocking Weeks, who is now out of the fight with Rob S. Rob S decided to throw himself in the pits. Allows Skippy to come through for 5th at the minute. There is Rob S just a second behind him. Brand new fresh set of softs on for him as well. Chase is on here then. What tyres is Skippy on? Oh, a worn set of softs. So this should be quite easy for Rob, we'll see. Already all over that rear wing. Let's get ourselves in a bit of off-cam view. Final corner then. Can Rob S get this move on Skippy? Just at 0.4 of a second. Don't think he's going to do it. He's trying to stick in the slipstream, but those cars do weave about a little bit. So he has to stay behind Skippy for the time being. A little bit wide for Skip. Let's see, he's holding that lead though over Rob. Unable to get through at the minute. Closes up a little bit through there. Gap down to 0.3 of a second, 0.2. Just got to be careful through these turns. Oh, double stab at that one for Rob S. All over the back end of Skippy. Got to be careful through here as well. Not able to slip on the inside yet is Rob. all over Skippy, just looking for a way through. Oh, tail let go a little bit there for Rob. Managed to hold on to it though. Now looking for the move right behind Skippy. Can he get the run on this lap? Nice and tight. Apex through there. He's a lot closer. 0.3 of a second. Uses overtake function as well. Looks like Skippy's doing the same because he's managing to hold the gap in front. Stop using it. Skippy's gone defensive. Rob S swings one around the outside, but he's got wheels on the grass. Oh! Has to run wide through turn one. Cuts the corner a little bit. Keeps himself about a second back from Skippy. Picks up a penalty for that though. So he'll lose that when he comes round onto that start-finish straight again. Let's go see what's happening up front. Manny, unfortunately, not been able to put those softs to good use yet. He's lost a bit of time to Dizzy. Gap about 4 seconds. Still got all that overtake function to use though. Dizzy is almost empty of that feature. He's now got a 5.3 second deficit to this man, who's still putting in purple sectors on worn out softs. Ugh, coffee really is cold now. So, is Manny going to be able to use that overtake function plus that fresher set of softs to bring the time down between himself and Dizzy? Again, Dizzy's only got a little blob of that overtake function left. He has just put in fastest lap of the race though. Diz a 1:14.2. But nobody is touching this man at the minute. 5.2, 5.3 seconds up the road, and there we go. He just takes that fastest lap off of Diz. 1:14.0 for Dylan. He's almost out of that overtake function as well. Gap still at 5.5 between himself and Diz. Now, how's Manny getting on? Quarter of a tank left of that overtake function. Brings that gap down a little bit more. 3.9 seconds between himself and Dizzy. There he is, just going through turns 6 and 7. Gap staying about the same though, 0.4 of a second. Again, starting to look a little worse for wear as well. Dizzy softs. So that might play into the hands of Manny as well. His tyres looking a lot better. Still got a big blob of that overtake as well. Gap is still stretching though. More thought Dizzy was coming in the pits, but he's stayed out. Gap between himself and race leader is still exactly the same, 5.3 seconds. Oh, we just catch Obi-Wan doing a pirouette right in front. Oh. So we've lost Dizzy then. Oh, that's a shame. Manny had someone to chase down, but now he doesn't. There's almost 10 seconds between himself and Dylan. So that looked like a disconnect from Dizzy that's caused that chaos we just watched. I'm assuming so. Oh, it might have been Obi-Wan with absolutely no tyres on the rear. I don't think that would make Dizzy disconnect. Maybe he'll appear in the chat and let us know what's gone on. I assume it's a disconnect because the lobbies haven't been super strong. So Dylan then looking good for the win here. 11.1 seconds over Manny. Manny almost out of overtake as well now. Dylan's used all of his. Not that he needs it with 11.4 second lead at the minute. So big gaps all the way around the circuit. Rob S. Mocking Weeks, probably the closest battle we've got. Both teammates as well. We have got Skippy and who's that? Oh, is that Dodgy just going past? Oh, great big gap between Skippy and Pilgrim. Obi-Wan away back. Dodgy away back from Obi. And yes, we've lost. Oh, nearly lost Dylan then as well. We've lost Dizzy from this one, unfortunately. More purple sectors from Dylan on worn out softs. Again, almost out of fuel. So his car will be a little bit lighter. He's not got fastest then. Manny's managed to sneak that off him with a 1:13.9. 3 laps ago. Nobody touching Dylan tonight now. He's pulling more time. Let's see what's happening between Rob S and Mocking. Got down to just a 0.4 of a second. There's Obi-Wan just trying to stay out of the way in his wrecked Red Bull. Good look with this camera at the liveries. If there was any daylight today. It is green, I promise you. But for some reason, it doesn't want to show that. So, Mocking Weeks then still trying to get past teammate Rob S. Or are they trying to get past each other? Still got plenty of overtake to use. Let's see what Rob's got. He's about out, so that might play into Mocking Weeks' hands. Is the closest battle on track at the minute. Great big gaps everywhere else between drivers. There are some close cars, but they're not in the same fights. Pilgrim just staying out of the way. Rob S and Mocking going through. Rob S taking a slightly different line. That might have helped Mocking. Or he backs off into turn 6. Running around the outside. Sweeps up the inside, but still unable to get the job done. To avoid taking out both cars from the team, that's for sure. Decent set of softs on Mocking Weeks' car as well. So is he just hanging back onto the start finish straight? Going to have another go at it. Again, he's still got a bit of that overtake function to use. He uses it now. Still got a tiny blob left, still using it. Still unable to get past Rob S at the minute. Again, Rob S almost out of that overtake function as well, so it looks like he was using it down that start-finish straight at the same time. Keeps himself in exactly the same position he was from Mocking Weeks. About half a second. Again, Mocking Weeks has got a little tiny bit more of that overtake feature, so we'll see. Running out of time to use it though. Let's go and see what's happening up front. Not a lot I can imagine, because Dylan is still stretching his legs out front. 15 seconds ahead of Manny. Soft tyres really hurting him now, but Manny just not able to close that gap up. Oh, Dylan, we catch him getting it all wrong. Put it in the weeds. Where is Manny? Come on, time. Show me time. Show me things. Show me more stuff. That gap can't still be 15 seconds. 10, 9, 8. Oh. Still at 10 seconds though, so he only actually lost about 6 seconds. 8.8 the gap. But that is it. 40 minutes done and dusted. Dylan crosses the line to take a race win. Then Manny is going to come home to take second. Mocking Weeks is going to come home for third. He has got himself, sorry Mocking, I've missed that overtake. Rob S may have relinquished the place. He may have just been genuinely overtaken. But it is Mocking Weeks in third at the minute. It's not over yet, though. As we just saw Dylan getting it all wrong in the last couple of turns. Final turn to go. A couple of drivers have already crossed the line, but we'll stick with this one. But Mocking Weeks through that final turn cleanly. So he's going to hang on to third position tonight. Then Rob S is going to take fourth. Again, good points on board for whichever team you are. Green ones. Bosch into the wall for Mocking. Blammo for P1 Rob. Third and fourth. Skippy has taken fifth. Pilgrim comes round the final turn to take sixth. Dodgy's already crossed the line in seventh. And Obi-Wan, if he's even got any wheels left, takes eighth just. And I take ninth apparently, look. Look at that. There you go. Don't even have to drive and I get points. People holding your purpose, Diz. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Evening DK10, how you doing, brother? I'm alright. Yeah, it's a shame, Diz. I thought it was a disconnect, to be honest, but yeah, if you jacked yourself out because of that, then, well, need to take that up with the race stewards, don't you? Again, I didn't see any, you know, I saw there was a struggling to get past a couple of drivers, but I didn't see any physical blocking, to be honest, but, you know, I don't get to see it all. That's a bit of a shame. Don't worry, DK10, I've not forgot about you tomorrow, mate. I know, we're in. So there it is. Dylan takes another win then. Struggled right at the end, almost cost him. But he had plenty of time to play with between himself and Manny because of Dizzy's departure, unfortunately. If Dizzy had stuck around, he might have taken that win. I don't know. I don't know. It is what it is. But that was round 3. Was it round 3? I'm saying it's round 3 because I'm sure it's round 3. It is round 3. Watkins Glen, Fuji last week, and this one. Damn it. So yes, that's round 3 done and dusted tonight from Interlagos. I have got track list somewhere else. Let's find out where that is next week. Let's have a look. Not that one. Come on, it's in your emails, you donut. So, next week, Nürburgring GP. So yes, round 4 next week from Germany. Again, let's see how they get on. It's it can be a bit of a handful, these super formulas. As you can see, they only take a little bit of tyre wear and around they go. But yeah, that was round 3 of P1 Race Community's Super Formula League. They are back same time next week, 9 o'clock. I am back tomorrow night at, what time are we racing, DK10? It's earlier, isn't it? It's like 8 o'clock. It's like too early in the morning for me, that is. But yeah, we're back tomorrow night. I'll put a post up on the Facebook page anyway, but we're back tomorrow night about 8 o'clock for the DK10 GR3 League. That's an hour endurance again. I forget where we are tomorrow. I've seen posts. I see so many tracks and posts, I forget. But that's it from tonight. Let's just get rid of that so you're not looking at random stuff. Yeah, same time next week for round 4 from Nürburgring. Again, I'm back tomorrow night with the DMK DK10 Endurance League. Other than that, I hope you've liked what you've watched. Well, not even going to let me into this network, is it? Give it a like, comment and subscribe. Don't forget, I've still got merch available, people. If you want any of that, hit me up at darksmoker@googlemail.com. Yeah, other than that, I hope you liked what you watched. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell your mates, tell your mums. My name's Dark Smoker. I'm out of here.